Alright, for real this time. Cool. Brief round of thanks to everybody. The resolution for this round is that the United States federal government should assist Haiti in holding free and fair elections. Observation
6 months,
the
and they include
resolution
more women, and we
analysis
don't
of
steal
the
any of the ground. Not only that, but
refers
reasonably
to
best,
the
if
three
you look
branches
to
of the US
both of your
government
judge
should
philosophies,
means
you don't
something
look
that
to
we
see
ought
in abuse. They don't
prevent,
not afford
assist,
you actually
is
literally turning back the environment because it's a much larger deterrent to destroying the environment than making it.
Lewis and Clark.
Here. I said here.
Okay. Forget them. Long Beach. Here. Loyola, Chicago.
Here.
McHenry.
Round 2 topic is
United States federal government.
United States federal government
Should promote democratization.
should promote democratization
In Bahrain.
in Bahrain.
The USFG should promote democratization in Bahrain.
U.S.
Parliamentary debate is an activity that is unique because it has a different resolution every debate. What that means is that overall structure of the debate is an announcement of a resolution. That resolution, then the teams then have 20 minutes to prepare arguments, usually 20.
Boyka, I already did next stuff for it.
Are you set?
I'm not sad.
Just tell me the words then.
Combating online infringement.
Never mind. Hold on. It did something. The stupid computer. Combating online
Infringement.
and Counterfeits Act.
Yeah.
All right. What do you have on this, Nick? What's the plan? Definitely cap and give.
It's the same argument, but let's see if we can do something more interesting first.
The 20 minutes when the topic comes out are my least favorite moments and my most favorite. At some point, we all go a little bit insane, myself especially.
Like in ancient Egypt, women's positions were equal to men's positions.
You're killing me,
Like,
Phil,
with
with the history
Western-
lesson. Yeah, I get you.
But like with Western, like oppression of females came whenever like the Romans started dominating.
Well, I think we're a little past the Romans, though. Come on.
Okay.
It's like generally 350 million.
Right?
Yeah.
134, 154,
Oh, no, that's 181. Might not be good here.
102,
Here we go.
150, no. They say 154.
134, right?
134, okay. Hey,
Hey, what's going
good.
on?
I don't know.
That's 124.
We thought we knew you. We thought you.
Well, see, it says
134.
It says 151, then 124.
I think it's
It's this way.
this way.
This way. Nick, this way.
I thought it just said pointed this way. I thought that's like a, okay. We all ready? First, there are 2 teams in a debate, each of 2 people. The first team starts as the government team, usually, or the affirmative team. They will start with the first constructive speech, which is the Prime Minister constructive. It is a 7-minute speech.
This round is going to be easily for Loyola, especially when you kick out of the DDEV argument really
The
bad.
second speech then is an 8-minute speech from the leader of the opposition, or the negative, which is an 8-minute constructive, followed by 2 member speeches, one from the government, one from the opposition, that are each 8 minutes long. During those speeches, the other team can ask questions of the team.
It means that the economy will collapse. That is the first argument. Yes.
Any argument that this is a perception link is just new and not true. The link the entire time is that plan doesn't ratify ACTA. It has nothing to do with perception.
That's fine.
And then the debate closes with a rebuttal from the negative, or the opposition, which is a leader of opposition rebuttal of 4 minutes. And then the Prime Minister speaks again to close the debate for 5 minutes.
The ends of the distrust arguments means that the U.S. will always intervene in Iran, which will make that impact inevitable.
Sorry, my hands are sweating gross. I apologize. Yeah.
The argument is that capitalism risks inevitable extinction not only on Earth, but the extinction of the universe. Because capitalism as a framework, as an economic philosophy, has never shown itself to be sustainable, which means we will colonize space, and as we colonize space, guarantees we'll use all the resources of every planet, every moon, every spot that we find until they're destroyed and bankrupt, and we just keep moving on to the eventual extinction of the universe, which outweighs the extinction of human life on Earth. Because even if there's a transition war here, and even if we were to grant the transition war leads to extinction of human life on Earth, or even all life on Earth, it guarantees we won't spread through the universe, which would outweigh. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The schools that we were debating in the out rounds have like a coach per team, or maybe a coach per 2 teams. We, on the other hand, it's a 10 to 12 person team with just Dave coaching.
They win this argument. There's 2 ways you vote. You vote that we change the mindset, which we stave off the capitalist framework, which totally dooms us here on Earth, or we stop ourselves from going into space and leading to total destruction. It's called the Yankee trap, it's called wipeout. There's lots of different ways to express, but you have to make sure you explain the warrants properly.
We need a really good second round pairing too. What?
Wouldn't mind it.
Flowing is the process of note-taking, realistically. You are responsible for any argument the other team made, and you have what's called the burden of rejoinder, which means if you don't answer it, it becomes the truth. So we take notes, and we do it in a very organized way. We try to keep separate sheets of paper for each argument, so we know when we're referring to something, you pull out that sheet of paper, and it's just almost like an Excel spreadsheet. It's just an organizing method to keep all their ideas, and then you want to line up. They said this, I said this, so that in each speech you can draw a line back to the original argument. So the judge at the end of the debate goes, oh, okay, and here's how that argument developed, and here's the last 2 speeches, and here's who wins because of the way that argument developed on those sheets of paper we're taking the notes on.
This debate is incredibly simple. They have conceded the counterplan solves 100% of the case. They're going to come up here and talk about why representation matters. They're also conceding all the reasons why representation matters. Even if you were to buy that argument, that should have been in the first freaking speech. Their articulation was that they fiated.
Speeches, and those are the last 2 speeches given by the leader of each side. The Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition are supposed to tie all the arguments together and compare and contrast for the judge. Instead of having the judge make that decision, almost make the decision for the judge.
And that's why I said either I could have let you not have any of your offense either.
Yeah.
And gone the way that Gina did. Or
So why, I guess why didn't you go that way?
right, because you were still going for your offense. I never heard presumption mentioned in the round where you at least had a chance to respond to their DDEV stuff.
Sure.
And you went the route of we're still going to argue net benefits is good, but only argue against their DDEV stuff on their framework.
Some potential that the plan actually does happen and the link to the China growth dissad happens, then that's a huge impact on de-development versus I think a mitigated impact on your politics dissad. I think they are winning some defense there, so that's really the only thing I would add.
Judges should be held accountable for their decisions. So I think that competitors should feel comfortable asking questions for clarification's sake about how the judge reached their decision. What I don't like is that sometimes debaters become verbally aggressive towards the judges, call them idiots or just insult their intelligence and things like that.
Debate prepares you to be a lawyer. Debate prepares you to be a think tank researcher. Debate prepares you to be a philosopher. It allows you to, the practical benefits of what it adds to me as an intellectual are just endless. It makes me more competitive. It allows me to analyze arguments in a way that people generally would not. It allows me to become a quicker and more efficient researcher. It allows me to empathize with other people and understand where they're coming from. It allows me to stand up for myself. It allows me to think on my feet. It just, these sort of added sort of crude benefits I think are just, invaluable for jobs or for anything, really in life.